Welcome back to Fearlyss and Unfiltered, the podcast. This is going to be a mini episode. I did not have this planned, but something just came on my heart and I wanted to share it with you because this podcast is all about the unfiltered side of building your brand. And I've been doing a lot of identity work lately, and I have realized that there are a few key pieces that you need to do when you're building a brand. And a lot of it is around being seen and being visible. I am doing a mastermind type group right now, and we are talking a lot about visibility. And as someone who hosts a podcast, is on social media all the time, I have no problem telling you what you think. I'm an open book. I thought I had visibility locked in. And in our group coaching call yesterday, I had the realization that for me, being visible is something I'm okay with, but I want you to like it. It's almost like I need the validation to feel okay being visible. And that was a really hard truth for me to learn or to see about myself because I show up so often and I've felt a deeper anxiety, almost sort of depression lately, which is not like me. And I had to do a couple of things to really ground myself and come back to square one. And that is what I want to share with you today. And what I want to share with you today are some of the exercises that I do when I need to ground myself. Because if I really think about it, the story that I have about visibility and needing to be validated comes from a former version of me. It is not who I am today. I don't really need those things. I am sharing this because I know a lot of people deal with this. We talk about imposter syndrome in the entrepreneurial space all the time because the more you put yourself out there, whether it is online or just in a business sense, right? Putting yourself out there as a business owner is a form of visibility. I was doing my morning routine this morning and I looked in the mirror and I sort of chuckled and thought to myself, if me even 2 years ago saw me doing this, I would be like, who is this bitch? Like, what is she doing? Is she okay? And I was able to laugh at it because most times my mental health is in a much better place than it was 2 years ago. I call this my millionaire activation mindset work. And there is a physical and mental component. All in all, depending on how far I go with it, this could take anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. The flexibility is what's really cool about this routine. So I start every morning on my vibration plate. Now, this was something that I totally was influenced by based on social media. It's the plate that you stand on that shakes and it's supposed to be really good for lymphatic drainage. I became addicted to it because one, I do see a physical difference in my body when I'm doing it regularly, but I also just love the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel grounded. I will listen to a visualization, a guided visualization, say my affirmations, all of the woo-woo stuff. And that is what was happening this morning when I looked in the mirror. I was on my vibration plate and I was saying the affirmations out loud that I was listening to on YouTube. Like I was repeating them back to the mirror and I was laughing because I was like, who is this? What is she doing? But we love it. It works. After that is when I pour my cup of coffee. I don't eat or drink anything till after the vibration plate. It is like the first thing I do to set myself up for the day. Pour my cup of coffee, make breakfast, and then I'll sit down with whatever book I'm reading at the time. I'll read anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, whatever I'm feeling. This is where I let myself be flexible. I don't try to force the attention on the book anymore. I'm of the belief that whatever I am meant to hear that day, I'll hear. So if I get it in page one, great. If I get it 2 chapters later, also great. I write in my gratitude journal. I have the 5-minute journal where you write 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things that would make your day great. And it's a 1-minute exercise. And then I have a deck of affirmation cards. And again, I am of the belief that whatever card I need to hear that day, I'll hear. And it's been pretty spot on, right? So I just go through the deck. And when I get to the end of the deck, I start over. And then I sit down at my computer. And then once I've done that, you're thinking, right? Like it can feel heavy a little bit. And so what I'll do is I'll just put on a song, one song, dance out any sort of like things that came up while I was reading or self-doubt or trepidation for the day. One song. Right now, the song for me is Opalite by Taylor Swift. Like you cannot be upset dancing to that song. And I will dance like I will let myself move, feel all the things the way I would never dance in front of anybody else. Then I come and I sit down at my desk and I open this doc that I have. It's called This is the Millionaire Activation Mindset. This is another journaling exercise. And as I'm saying this out loud, it sounds a little long. But like I said, you can do this all within 20 minutes if you're short on time. And I'm going to read you the questions that I go through with the Millionaire Activation. But first, I want to read to you the mantra that I added when I realized that I was having some blocks around visibility and validation specifically. I love this mantra because I feel like anybody building a business, anybody putting themselves out there for the first time needs to feel this in their core. I am safe to be seen, even if misunderstood. My voice does not need to be validated to be valuable. The more I show up in my truth, the more aligned people will find me. My worth is inherent, my impact inevitable, and my expression sacred. I'm going to put that in the show notes for you because I want you to copy, paste it, put it in a note in your phone, record yourself saying to it and listening to it. This mantra, the more you start to live it, feel it, is going to make an impact. Okay. So we're going to do it one more time. Repeat after me. I am safe to be seen, even if misunderstood. My voice does not need to be validated to be valuable. The more I show up in my truth, the more aligned people will find me. My worth is inherent, my impact inevitable, and my expression sacred. It's so good. And then here are your journal prompts. You can call this whatever you want. Again, I call it my millionaire activation mindset. First, you name yourself for the day. I've changed this one time. I always just name myself Aligned Alyssa. I like alliteration, can't help myself. I am Aligned Alyssa. Then you'll write out your embodiment mantra of the day. So the visibility mantra we just did could be your mantra every day, or if you are feeling a specific thing, you'll choose your embodiment mantra for the day. Next, you'll do a frequency check-in. The version you are becoming, the person you want to tap into. How does she walk? So for me, the answer is the same every day. I walk with intention, my head is held high, and I have a smile on my face. And I actually will repeat that to myself when I walk into a room if I am feeling uncomfortable. Shoulders back, head held high, smile on my face. How does she talk? My answer is the same every day. She talks clearly, with intention, and full of love. What energy am I choosing to embody today? And this is the one that shifts often for me. Sometimes it's love, passion, joy, whatever feeling you want to work from, tap into, that is what you'll write for the day. And then today I create from. And this can be the same word or it can be different. So to give you an example, sometimes what energy am I choosing to embody today? It'll be love. Then you'll list your top 3 priorities from your highest self. So I think about the millionaire version of me that I am becoming. What is she doing today? Maybe my priority this morning was fold laundry and not have a panic attack. Okay. My higher self, her priorities when she's running $1 million business are a little bit different. So you just start to think of it in that way. And you write out those 3 priorities and then brain dump. And this part is so important because part of it is like just writing in a journal. For me, it's whatever thoughts that I have on my mind that I want to clear and make way for productivity. I will get them out. Sometimes I have a breakthrough. Sometimes I'm just talking. I do not allow myself to hit the backspace button or filter anything out. This brain dump is specifically for you. Whatever is meant to come out is going to come out. And this is the final and really most important part of the exercise. All right, so I'm going to just repeat that for you. Start with the vibration plate, read a little bit of my book, fill out my 5-minute gratitude journal, pull my affirmation card, dance to my song, repeat my mantras, and then do my millionaire mindset activation. This sounds wild, right? Again, you can do this quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time. And I will tell you that even though it is a little bit repetitive, we're doing mantras, we're doing all the woo-woo stuff. If I don't start my day this way, I feel it. And the people around me feel it. This is a very grounding principle for me. If this has resonated with you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this episode with an entrepreneurial friend who needs to hear it. The more we become in tuned with our fears, the more we are able to face them and move past them. And this exercise will help you do that. Thanks for being here. I'm your host, Alyssa Olerud, and I will see you on the next episode of Fearless and Unfiltered. Cheers.